I was just thinking about, I think sometimes we tend to forget that this is not the end. And I know that's like obviously, but like sometimes we forget because we get so caught up in like what God's gonna do on earth for us and all these materialistic things he's gonna do for us. He's gonna give us a house, a car. First of all, the Bible doesn't even say he promises wealth. So that's one, right? Doesn't mean God isn't gonna give you wealth. It's just he didn't promise that. And I feel like we get so caught up in the rewards we get on earth. God didn't just promise heaven on earth. He promised the heavens. He promised the kingdom of God. So if you're living in alignment to God's will and you're following his word and you're living like Christ, you are promised an afterlife called heaven. Like, don't get so caught up in the world. Don't get so caught up in earthly treasures that you think that this is it. Like, the suffering and the pain and the sorrow that we deal with on earth is just going to be it. If you think God is doing his big one on earth, imagine when we get out of here. Imagine the actual kingdom of God, how that's going to be. Like, think of your type of heaven, like what you picture heaven is going to look like. It's 10 times, 100 times, 7,000 times better than what you can even imagine. Think about that. Like, it's nothing like earth. It's not like this death and sorrow and anger and killings and murder and all this stuff. It's not gonna be this. So remember that when you're going through trials and tribulations, understand this isn't the end. If the world was to end today, this is not the end. Like, we're going somewhere. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but pay attention to that in your life. If you ever get to a point where you feel like God isn't doing enough, or um, you're not getting as much as somebody else, or you're not getting the wealth that you felt like you desired, this is not the end. We're not even gonna need wealth in heaven. Like, this is not the end. Remember that.